Polish troops have been stationing here at the Polish-Belarusian border for over half a year. We've come here to the Podlaskie Voivodeship to take a closer look at their service and the conditions they are living in every day.
Bardzo mocno się rozwinęło, więc jak to zaczynaliśmy pod namiotami. Wtedy faktycznie było ciężko, jeśli zmiana nocna wracała.
The infrastructure here has been developing for the last half a year, and the conditions improved. When we started, we were living in tents. It was hard. We were coming back to our tents after a night shift, only to see the tents covered in ice and with temperatures of 5 or 10 degrees Celsius inside. But for the last 4 months, we have been living in containers, which is a key change, a dramatic improvement of living conditions. Our camp changed shape as well, because now we have a special relaxation zone, a gym and training equipment. Not all the troops experience these conditions, and also for many soldiers, this is a completely new experience. They're facing such low temperatures and mud for the first time in their lives. You cannot avoid being cold with wet shoes, etc. Do you have the kind of thoughts that you do not wish to come back to the border area, or do you simply consider it your duty and you get it together and get into action?
Ta służba wojskowa powoduje, że się zagryza te zęby i działa.
We have such thoughts. We are simply humans, and it's not like our brains have been reprogrammed simply because we decided to become soldiers. It's not like we can only focus 100% on our service and not feel cold, hungry, not miss our families, not need our homes. It's not like human emotions are not familiar to us. We have these thoughts too. However, you need to understand it is not simply our job, it is a duty, and it is a unique obligation. Unfortunately, people who decided to become soldiers must be aware of that. Of course, not all of those who came here were aware, but we are teaching them that being a soldier is not a 9-to-5 job where you don't care after hours. You are a soldier for life.
Ja uważam, że kto się związał z mundurem, to powinien...
I think anyone who dedicates his life to be a soldier should be aware that a situation like this can happen. It is our duty to go to the border and serve our country. Sometimes it's harder and sometimes it's easier, just like any job, right? What's most difficult about the service? The nights are the worst. Detaining immigrants and monitoring the traffic. You need to be extra careful not to let anyone cross the border.
A tu jakoś powietrze schodzi?
Is it easier here in the camp?
No tak, no jest inaczej, no zawsze inaczej jest. Z chłopakami się pogada, pożartuje.
Of course, it's completely different. We're talking to each other, joking around, but we need to be focused during our patrols.
Kto wygrywa w ogóle, bo nie...
Who's winning? Can you focus? Well, I'm winning. It's not going too well for you. No, it's not. Was it difficult in the beginning for you? I imagine it was a new experience. Yes, it was new, and we got to test ourselves in something more difficult than training ground exercises, real military action. What does it look like at the moment? Did you get used to the everyday life rhythm here at the border? Yes, I think all of us got used to it. It lasts so long. We are now training on a regular basis. Yes, I can see that the service is important, but you're also taking care of your body. It is important to be in shape. Perhaps doing much progress is not possible in these conditions, but I am able to maintain the form that I built before coming here, back at home. It is easier to stay in shape when you're training at home. The conditions are different here. Of course, it is easier because we have more time for recovery. Unfortunately, we are patrolling the border area for 8 hours every day, and then we need to take care of things here at the camp, so there's not much time left for recovery, but it's enough to get some training done. What's most difficult in the service here at the border? Being separated from the family. You miss them a lot, you know. So it's not everyday life, but missing your relatives. I'm keeping myself occupied and time flies by. I am working all day, then getting some sleep, and I am dedicated to serving my country.
Jesteśmy chyba w jednym z ważniejszych miejsc na obozowisku.
This is one of the most important places in the camp. That's the canteen, with food being served almost 24 hours a day. The first meals are being served at 5 a.m. and the last around 1 a.m. at night. The meals are always warm, and most of them are being prepared here in the camp by our soldiers and cooks. We do bring some ready-made products like milk, eggs, cheese, butter. The soldiers like the meals, although some days they don't. Is the food good? Don't lie to me. As you can see, it's improved a lot. What's life like for a woman here at the camp? You need to hide your feminine side a little. You can't show your weakness, empathy, and you need to show that you have balls. Every day is different and surprising. You never know what will happen on the other side. What kind of a provocation? Who's waiting for you back home? My fiancé, my mom, dad and sister. Of course, I'd rather be with them, especially that they are even more worried than us here.
Jednym z zadań wykonywanych przez wojsko jest
One of the duties of the Polish troops is monitoring the border area using the fly eye. Sergeant Artur Barszcz is here to tell us all about the system and its efficiency.
Fly jest typowo rozpoznawczym systemem.
The fly eye is a reconnaissance system. It allows us to see from above the area which is difficult to access on foot. We could say we are the eyes that allow a commander to safely see what is happening at the border. The system is efficiently monitoring in a 30 kilometers radius. We also have a mobile antenna that could be attached to a car. We can move it around, extending the range. The camera of the fly eye is equipped with night thermal vision too.
Mamy możliwość zwiększania tego zasięgu. Kamera jest wyposażona w kamerę termalną, jak i dzienną.
Here we can see a fragment of our border with Belarus. I am currently flying along the border, monitoring the fence to see if no one is getting close to cross the border illegally.
I czy nikt niepożądany nie zbliża się do niego celem nielegalnego przekroczenia granicy Rzeczypospolitej.
So far we have seen a few objects, but it is calm and quiet, nothing disturbing.
Nie wykryliśmy niepokojącego. Artur, czas według zegarka. Ufa!
We have seen the fly eye in action, dropping what's most valuable in its construction on a parachute, so that it does not get damaged during the landing. What is this?
To jest zasobnik,
This is a container with the camera and a battery package.
jak i cały pakiet baterii.
How long does it take to assemble the drone to be able to launch it and start monitoring?
ile tutaj czasu potrzeba na to, żeby móc zacząć patrolować obszar.
An experienced team like us only needs 15 to 20 minutes.
Około 15-20 minut.
Ochrona polskiej granicy to nie tylko
Protecting the Polish border is more than monitoring the area with drones, but also, first and foremost, it is patrolling the border area alongside the fence. The troops are supporting the border guards with everyday patrols. This is one of the border guards departments in the locality of Czeremcha.
My się uzupełniamy tutaj w 100% i tutaj współpraca.
We are supporting each other, we are communicating well, and it allows us to detain people just after crossing the border illegally. These joint actions allow us to be efficient. What do you think about the soldiers patrolling the area? They are nice. I told them that before. They come here just like you did, asking me if I need any help cutting wood, starting a fire in the stove. They brought me 2 bags of food, bread, butter. My daughter was surprised when she heard that.
2 torby jedzenia. Chleba, nie chleba.
If it wasn't for these soldiers, we would not be able to carry out our duty on our own. So you're supporting each other. Yes, we need to do that always. We are here on patrol with lots of kilometers done on foot. His name is Lupus, right? How long do you work together? 3 years.
Jak to jest z taką współpracą z psem?
Did you choose the dog or did it choose you? It is a little bit of both. We need to be working well together. It's not that one chooses the other, but we need that feeling to be mutual.
pies też musi czuć coś do przewodnika.
Are you done with patrolling for today?
Na tą porę tak.
For now, yes, but we are still waiting for reports. If they need us, we will get on the car and go.
Siły szybkiego reagowania to jest formacja, która tak jak
Quick Reaction Force, or QRF, supports our 11th Artillery Regiment. It strengthens the protection of our national border through a mobile patrol.
Czy rozumiem, że w praktyce wygląda to tak, że wy dostajecie informacje.
So when you're getting a report from the border area that someone is trying to force their way into the country and the troops need support, you provide it.
Tak, dokładnie. Mamy żołnierzy na posterunkach stałych.
Yes, we have troops on patrol communicating with our officer. We are reacting quickly as soon as we get a message. We can do two things. It's either a so-called show of force, simply showing our presence to the opposing side. We do that almost every day, and we have some urgent actions as well.
Jak mówili mi żołnierze w czasie służby, pogoda jest dobra albo bardzo dobra.
As the soldiers told me when they are on duty, the weather is either good or very good. Today it is raining and it's very cold, and they said it's good. That's what the service looks like here at the border. It's simply something you do as well as you can. Paweł Kurek, Polskie Radio 24.pl